Hey now, people. It's Wednesday, and I just decided to let me just turn the camera on and just roll with some thoughts. Enjoyed the feedback, or rather, just reading comments yesterday, and I was really happy that only one person felt the need to give me their version because it's just all reality is each one of us has our own version. No one knows. I don't know. So that's what you perceive, and that's what I understand. We operate according to what we perceive and then what we believe. Okay. So I worked on the Mana Mirage yesterday, and I'm just going to keep going for a while because the neat thing about this sort of music, which sometimes comes under the heading of prog rock, is that good music like that has a lot of possibilities. And the track that Dave sent me with Sean Rickman on drums, it's really open. And so my part has many possibilities as well as it can be very simple. And so what I'm doing is buckling down and giving it the time so that I can get to the point like I play it live in a set with a band. Um, Many songs and pieces of music grow after you play them a lot as opposed to recording it for the first time. And there are a lot of really good records where the record was made when the musicians heard the song for the first time when they recorded it. That's always fantastic when it happens. When you have time to grow into music, a lot of times it's even better. So something I keep forgetting to mention is that one of my long-standing habits is to check the music news daily in the different formats. And I'm well aware because of my age that the popular culture is not directed at me, but I feel eternal inside, so I still want to know what's going on in the mainstream. So some things that have my attention that are interesting, and I won't remember everything, but two that I can remember to mention is Turnstile. This band Turnstile. I like what I've heard and seen by them, and they remind me a little bit of my trip with RAF, the punk band here in Omaha. I like what I've heard and seen. This trans artist Arca, who is also a very good electronic musician. Interesting stuff. This is the world we live in, and she is very, very interesting. Um, since I can't think of another artist offhand, I'll mention that I've watched some documentaries recently where I was dipping into checking out some really popular artists and people who I really basically don't care about, like Kim Kardashian. I just finally said, well, what's her story? Why? Yeah, nothing there. But I watched documentaries about Rihanna and about Lil Wayne. And both of those were fascinating. I did not realize how huge, at least successful, Rihanna is. But I also see when I watch her that she's from Barbados. She's not an American. And a big part of the way that she is working her success, I see, has to do with her not having an American mentality. I could explain further, but I see it. Shit, I want it, I'm getting it. Plus, she has the talent. Lil Wayne as well. He's got started as a child, okay? And he said it himself. I just started rapping. I don't know why. And I think that's part of why his delivery is so powerful, is because it's just very primordial. Now, I am not into hip hop listening. I understand and love all the people. It's not a reflection of how I've ever lived, though. But I want to say this, that I'd love to meet Lil Wayne. I think I would really get along with him. He strikes me as actually a really sharp person. And unfortunately, unfortunately, because of the main focus of the world, he's just caught up in materialism. But he strikes me as someone who is pretty smart and could be wise. But he's doing what everybody else does, going after the big one, the big green. I enjoyed watching those, okay? And as I look down at my records, if I didn't show this yesterday, I played this a couple times. Unity, Larry Young, I was talking about him. Well, I'll bring that up. I know a lot of people, but I don't hang out with a lot of people. I'm glad that one of my younger musician friends, Blake, is one of those people who we have settled into a friendship where we do like to spend time together. He does like to come over and spend time with me. And I like that. I'm not the sort of person who's always seeking out company. I'm really fine by myself, but I like good company. And Blake is good company. He's on his way right now to Denver to record a new album with Josh Hoyer, Colossal Soul. And he didn't know who Larry Young was. So we started with this one that I just bought, Lawrence of Arabia. And like I say, my young brother, because he's like a little brother to me, or it could be like a son, both. I really feel close to him. He listens deeply and he plays well. So that caught his ear, and I said, well, so then surely you know about this. And once I brought it out and we got to talking, he knew Moon Train, the Woody Shaw Moon Train, he knew that. So we went ahead and played this, and it's just, the thing that we both noticed while it was playing is that as much as we were really digging the music, we couldn't stop talking to each other. And part of it was the energy coming off the music. But I also want to say that I really appreciated Blake calling and just saying what's up and sitting with me, because he is a real friend. I'm human. I need company. And I like intelligent company. I do. I don't like hanging out with a bunch of knuckleheads. I don't like to hang around people who are gambling. I don't like to hang around people who are drinking. I don't like to hang around people who are just acting stupid. So, really appreciate my friend Blake, and we got into this. And Woody Shaw, rest in peace, he was a blazing light on the trumpet. Blazed. Something I played later in the day, in the evening, and just, it's melancholy, but it's just beautiful. Durutti Column, Greetings 3, Vinnie Riley, guitarist who helped Morrissey get his thing going after he left the Smiths and didn't receive proper credit for it because he said he didn't want it. He has said publicly since then that he made a mistake. He should have asked for writing credit. Would have made his life a lot different. This is beautiful if you don't know the Durutti Column. He's a guitarist who, the way that he plays, the tonality that he gets out of the guitar, you only, like Miles Davis, you only have to hear one note and you know it's Vinnie Riley. That's the kind of music that interests me. That's what I'm drawn to, is just, I guess you could say it's exceptional, but I don't think so. I just think of it as real. I'm more interested in something real than just being entertained. Those are things that are on my mind this morning. And so I'll leave it at that rather than trying to, because sometimes I'll try to dig and think, what else have I been forgetting to just mention? There's always things to talk about. I'll say this. Let me see if I can see it right quick. If I can, I'll grab it. I think I can. So, it's on my mind, so I'll mention it. The other day, someone left me a notice saying that the lead singer of the Hungarian band Omega had died. Yeah, I know about Omega. I only have 2 albums. Omega. Progressive, but also pop. Good playing. This is a quad record as well. Be curious to hear what this sounds like in a quad system. But I have this one by Omega, and I have this one, and I need to play this one. The other one I'm familiar with. This I'm familiar with. This one I bought, and I still need to play it. But I want to acknowledge that, rest in peace. His name is Janos Kobor. Recently passed away. Somebody asked me about the No Twist. No Twist. I've seen him live. And there's a connection. One of the guys in the band did some production work on an album by a Danish artist that I did session work on. And I thought that No Twist was interesting, but their level of inspiration seemed pretty low. Okay? So, I'm addressing those things. All right. Have a good day.